What's up, guys? Let's talk about some of the workout options in the app. So as a reminder, you are not required to use the app workouts, but they are a great resource. So I wanted to go through some of them and why you might consider choosing one versus the other. So in your app, there's a couple ways to get to the workout options. I went to the activity tab on the bottom, second one in. From here, you will see a button that says Browse All Workout Programs. So I'm going to click on that. So from here, we see them organized into beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So, use that as a gauge. You know yourself best. If you have never done a strength training or CrossFit workout, you're probably not going to start at advanced. Maybe try beginner. You can always switch this at any time. There is no requirement to stick to one versus another. So you can toggle through, figure out which one works best. So once you decide on that, let's come back to beginner. This is a great place to start. Again, if you are new to fitness, you've never been in a gym, this might be a good option of a place to start. So as we go through these, number one, you see cross training. Cross training is the app's version of CrossFit workout. So this is going to include Olympic lifting movements, a lot of that metabolic conditioning style, things like burpees, barbell work, things like that. So if you have never done CrossFit, you could consider trying one of the beginner ones, but that might be a little challenging. It might be best to try one of the other programs to start and maybe work your way into the CrossFit style workout. So if you were to start with CrossFit, I recommend that 8-week cross training beginner. Another option that you might consider if you would like that quick style is the 8-week EMOM beginner. So EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. And so those workouts are going to be designed to have you do rotations between several different movements, and it's going to tell you how many of each movement to do in that minute, and then the following minute you will move on to the next one. So almost more of like a Tabata style. You are going to have a specific amount of work each minute, a specific amount of rest, and then you'll move on to the next movement. So really good if you want more of a quick style, good variety, maybe 20 minutes tops, that type of thing. Other things here you might see, at-home workouts. So if you have never done a workout in your life, maybe starting with the at-home, no equipment, beginner program, that's going to be body weight movements. It's going to be a really nice place to start. If you are at home and you have access to some dumbbells, kettlebells, or bands, you might select the at-home DB kettlebell band beginner program. And other option here that I'd recommend, if you are, hey, I want to maximize my muscle growth and losing some body fat, where should I start? I would put you in the 12-week Foundations of Training beginner. So that is going to be your foundation for resistance training, strength training. That's going to be a really awesome place to start. So my favorite picks of the beginner programs, if you're home base, you're not going to a gym right now, obviously select one of the at-home programs. If you are going to a gym and you want to maximize body composition, I would encourage you to primarily look at that 12-week Foundations of Training. And if you're really set on CrossFit, maybe the 8-week cross training beginner program. Now let's move over to intermediate. So these are going to be progressions of those beginner programs. So if you come in with some CrossFit background, maybe you start into the cross training intermediate, but take a peek at what those workouts look like. If you click on that first one and as you're peeking through, let's see an example of what you might see here. So back squat with percentages, a minute plank. There's a conditioning piece with double unders, push-ups, hollow rocks, dips, and strict pull-ups. So if you look at that workout and that is too dang hard, probably not going to be your best workout option to start with. So take a peek once you pick a plan, look at the workouts ahead of time, make sure they're looking like a good fit. And if not, let's find one that's going to be a bit more successful for you. Now, let's go back to, I'm going to go back to browse. So again, on the intermediate side, we have those cross training options. We have intermediate EMOMs, remember every minute on the minute. And then again, I'm gonna direct your eyes back to 12 weeks Foundations of Training intermediate. That's gonna be a good bang for your buck of foundations. From there, if you complete that, maybe you come back down and do this traditional part 2. So think about the traditional programs or those foundational programs as a well-rounded resistance training program. The ones that say strength, that can be tempting to pick, but expect those to be lower rep ranges and something that's going to focus more on absolute strength versus muscle development. So if you're focused more on changing your body composition, I'd recommend the resistance training. If you're focused on getting stronger, I would select one of the strength training programs. So let's take a peek at this 12-week foundations of training just to kind of give you guys an idea. So this is going to show you kind of what the split looks like. Week 1, strength and conditioning. Day 2, chest, arms, and cardio. Days 3, legs and abs. Day 4, active recovery. Day 5, an EMOM. Day 6, shoulders and cardio. Day 7, rest. So as you can see, you get a little variety there. You're getting some conditioning. You're getting some of that every minute on the minute, but there's going to be a big strength focus. So I think it's a really good program that you can consider if you're not really sure where to start. Lastly, we'll go back and peek at those advanced training programs. So again, there are options. Even if you're just home-based but you feel advanced, there is an at-home, no equipment advanced program. Those are still going to be challenging workouts. There's still a really great option if you want to continue to progress but you don't have access to equipment right now. Again, we also see here those at-home dumbbell kettlebell band advanced programs. We have the advanced strength training programs. Again, think about this. So I'm going to show you this as an example. That's 8-week strength, 5-3-1. So what you're going to expect here, we see bench, deadlift, GPP, overhead press, squat. So these are, again, going to be designed to maximize strength and maximum weight move for those lifts. They're not going to be as comprehensive, so I don't encourage them if your primary focus is changing the look of your body, that body composition focus. These are going to be a bit more strictly strength focused for only a particular type of movement. So bench, deadlift, press, squat. If your goal is to squat X amount of pounds, bench X amount of plates, and you don't care about how your body looks necessarily, then I'd recommend the strength program. Again, I'm going to direct you back to the foundations of training. We have this 12-week advanced program, so that would be great to work towards there. And then we also have those cross-training ones that are going to be those advanced CrossFit style workouts. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of an overview of what to expect. I encourage you to peek through them, take a peek, look at them and ask me questions as they come up because I want to make sure you're comfortable with the program that you're doing. A lot of these have videos showing the movements that are in the workout, so that should be helpful. But if anything looks unfamiliar to you, shoot me a message and I will do my best to help. Hope that helps, guys.